Good morning, YouTube. My name is Paul. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you my little labor of love, my homemade DIY flat skiff. This is the FRS 14 by Boatworks. Let's get into it. Like I said, my name is Paul. Today I'm going to show you this DIY skiff that I built from hand. I actually cut the plywood out 2 months ago. And I'm getting down to the very end. I actually wasn't even going to show this part of the video, but if I don't, it's just going to make the next video run on even longer. And the next video will actually be painted. It'll be done, completely finished. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys the bare bones of it as it sits right now. So let's take a look at it. All right. 4 foot wide, 14 foot long. This is the Boatworks FRS 14. This is a wooden boat made with fiberglass and epoxy. The wooden boat build calls for epoxy resin, not polyester. So just gonna let you guys know ahead of time, if you ever want to build one of these, epoxy resin is expensive. It'll make you second guess the build because it is quite costly. But just going to show you guys where I'm at. Got my bow eye put in. I'm going to put some more silicone around the edges there, but I do have marine silicone inside the holes here and inside the holes where it connected. Got my front deck here. Ooh, this thing's leaning on the driveway. It's got me feeling kind of sick looking at it because it's slightly tilted. But anyway, this is it. This is the bare bones of it. I made some changes back here. It just had 2 gussets there. So now I got to find a way to shed water off the deck. So I may have to drill a hole back here to shed water off the back. So yeah, gonna have to find a way to shed water off the back of this thing. I had to swap my batteries out, guys. I apologize. But definitely gonna put one in the back here and maybe one on the side here and here. I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. I'm gonna try the one in the back first. And if I get water on, I guess I'll just try to move it to the back. But the 2 boxes there, of course, it's gonna catch water in those corners. So I may have to put one there. I don't know. We'll see how much water it takes. I know you're going to get a little splash back from the engine. We'll just have to cross that bridge. I'm going to put 2 people in here and weigh it down so I'll know exactly where the water line is, and that'll give me a better idea. Also, I mean, check valves. They make scupper drains with check valves also, so it'll allow water to go one way and not back this way into the boat from the outside. All right, so as far as the outside rail goes, I have to do some more fairing on it and fill in those little kerf joints a little bit, sand it down, and then I'm going to apply a rub rail on it after it gets painted. I got a spot marked here, 5 foot from the back, where my grab bar is going to go, right here. You'll have like a grab bar here, ice chest here, and the rest will just be open. Like I said, I did add these 2 boxes here. I ran out of thickened epoxy. I'm waiting on it in the mail. I'm waiting on my resin right now. I have the microfibers to finish the fillet around. But this deck will be resined and glassed. These boxes will be resined and glassed. Well, I don't know if I can do these. I may just resin these with 3 coats of resin. I don't know yet. But we're gonna fill it here, fill it up there, around. The boxes right now, they're really clear because they have 3 coats of resin on them. Got a little piece I got to sand off there, but the inside of those boxes I have to line them with some type of PVC board or something. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there yet, but instead of having the 2 gussets, which the plan called for, I wanted to build these 2 boxes, which would support the transom. This transom is over 1 inch thick. It's like 1.25 inches here, but it's already secure as it is. But I am going to glass a strip here for sure. Glass a strip here and up the side. Transom's got to get glassed over. I've already glassed the bottom section and the hull. The hull has actually been faired with fairing compound. It's got to be sanded. You can see my putty lines. Up here I've done some sanding and smoothed it out. Still just a couple of minor little imperfections that we got to fill in with some fairing compound, but I got some good stuff and I can't wait to use it. It's going to make it really smooth. I also have some high build primer. Oh yeah, the last video I did, this deck was not on here. So I've got it glued down to each joint, stringer I should say, floor joists on top of the stringers. They've been already glued and screwed down. I made lines perfect so I could find each and every one of them, even on the edges here. So right now I'll just have to finish filleting around everything. I've got a slot here for a 3 or a 6 gallon fuel tank. They both will fit. Of course, the 3 will be more flat. We only have 5 inches here, and I think the total height is 9 inches. So 3 gallons gonna sit about 6 inches and give us room to mount the engine. So I don't know if I can fit a 6, but a 3 definitely will fit here. And for what I'm gonna be doing, that should be enough. I'm not gonna be making any long runs. The edges here was made with cypress. All the floor joists was made with cypress. The actual build consisted of marine plywood, very expensive wood. Supposed to be the best though. All this has to be faired still. In the front, this is all storage here. So I don't know if you guys can see in there, but it's been primed and painted already. Lots of storage up front actually in the nose of this thing. The bunks on the trailer, I actually had to fit to this thing. I've done that in a previous video, if you guys hadn't seen that yet. So I actually bought this for this skiff. It's a little bit wider than what I needed. It would probably accommodate a 18-foot boat, 19-foot boat easily, because you can slide the tongue forward actually. There's a little mount there that locks it in place, and you can actually slide the tongue out more if you wanted to put a longer boat or a bigger boat. And I might actually trade this trailer for a smaller trailer that would accommodate this skiff even better, because it is kind of wide. I've already racked my knees and my hips on these lights hanging off the side. I might cut them lights off and put them down lower on the edges. I mean, they work fine the way they are, but I just want to make it more slim, more of a smaller profile. I have to finish putting some type of railing, rub rail around here. And we're going to leave this open for the motor to sit on. I'm going to put some tin around it or some metal to clamp my motor onto so I don't damage and clamp that wood too tight. Okay, so when I built this, I was trying to think ahead a little bit, and in this box here, I have got a pipe sticking up that I've glued around and water sealed it. That is a hole for my wiring, and I'm gonna put a switch inside of here, maybe a light panel switch, and I'm gonna have all my panels inside here. I don't want none of my light switches exposed outside. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. But yeah, this pipe runs all the way under the deck, all the way up to the forward storage compartment. So if I can show you guys, right there is where it comes out at, so I can have navigation lights, trolling motor, simple necessities like that. I'm not going to get too crazy with this, but I may put maybe a courtesy light on the deck up front there to kind of shine back this way. When I built this box, I was kind of thinking ahead, so if I ever wanted to put a platform on, I would have somewhere to mount it to. And I mean, I don't know if I can do that. I probably needed to, I don't know. I mean, of course you can frame one up however you want, but you know, usually those things would have mounts going forward and one on the back of the transom somewhere. And that, you know, they kind of come up at an angle and they platform off over your engine right here. So that'll give me an option there. What else? Grab bar, cooler, I already said that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I got a lot of fairing I got to do over there, smoothing and sanding I need to do still. All the holes that were put in the deck here, I filled some of them in already with some gap filler, some microfibers, but I will have to go and fair them out and smooth them out with some fairing compound. The boat itself is going to be this color. You see the black hatches here. If you was to take this four-wheeler and put the colors on that skiff, that's the way it's going to be. It's going to be different. It's going to be for backwater in the swamps, the causeway. That's what I was thinking. I didn't want to do a traditional bright colored skiff. I understand the deck might get hot, but we will be putting sea deck on this thing, and a very nice viewer of the channel, subscriber of the channel, let me know that when I got done with this, that they could offer me some marine mat. So I would very much appreciate that. That would make my world, because I am so just astounded at how much it costs to build a boat these days. And about time I buy that rub rail, buy that bar, and I have to get an engine, I'm not gonna have much more money for any marine mat. So that would be cool, man. That would be a blessing if that falls through. If you're watching the channel, yes, I could use some marine mat. So the inside color of the deck, it's going to be this olive drab, but it's going to be a flow coat, kind of a bubbly texture, kind of a bumpy texture. And then we're going to go back with some black tough deck and spatter on the sides. So it'll be kind of like I forget what they call it, a flow coat and grip coat, something like that. I don't know exactly what they call it, but you put one coat of your paint on flat first, then you go back with that same color and you make it bubbly and kind of bumpy for texture, and then you just kind of throw on your black tough deck paint, and that makes it grippy. My mind went blank. I can't think of what they call that, but they put it on all the express boats and some of the new sportsman type aluminum boats. So that's what I'm going for. That's why you see the black boxes and not white boxes. But yeah, if you take this color here and put it on this skiff, that's what it's going to be. That was my idea. And I was gonna surprise you guys, but I mean, I guess we'll just see how it looks in the end. But yeah, I'm already pleased with the way it is now. A lot of people went off the build and built that deck flat, which is beautiful. It comes out very nice, but I personally wanted to have some type of edge, toe board, something to let me know that, hey, you're about to step off this deck, because I'm just funny like that. But yeah, so it would have been just as easy to build that thing up flat and roll it out, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like this. I bump my toes against something, keep me from stepping off the deck. We will be putting a trolling motor up here. We will have a pole on the side, like a pole and skiff pole, and I don't know, that's kind of my ideas. That's pretty much it. I said it's going to be a different type of build from kind of what you see your normal FRS skiffs, but you know what? It's my skiff. I'm gonna build it how I want. The sea deck will be a medium brown color, like kind of like that sportsman tan color. It's gonna look nice. I don't have no doubt in my mind it's gonna look good with what I've planned on. I can't wait for it to be done. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching the channel and watching the skiff build. Please subscribe if you hadn't already. Every little bit helps, and I really appreciate you guys. So I'll see you on the next video, and hopefully this thing will be completely finished. It may take a little while longer, but I'll see you next time.